drive to right.
Takes a three.
Touchdown 49ers. Hurry!
And we live, baby.
Here with Alfonzo McKinnie. Alfonzo with a Z, not an S. And I love how you checked Stephen A. Smith right out the gate on Twitter.
Man, people been messing up my name my whole life. People always ask me, is it a Mexican name? But I'm like, in Mexico, they say Alfonso, but it's with an S. But yeah, mine's with a Z. My last name with an IE, not an EY. So yeah.
Now talk about the opportunities you've been given already by Coach Kerr and what it means to you.
I mean, for one, you know, I got the opportunity just to come in the training camp. For me at the time, that was the biggest opportunity for me. You know, then I was awarded with the opportunity of getting the 14th roster spot, and you know, it means a lot to me because I know where I've been, and to be at this point now is like, I mean, it's mind blowing in a sense. But I've been working to get towards this, and recently I've been given opportunity just to get minutes, and that was the biggest key for me. One, making the team, and now just doing what I could do to give the coaches faith in me to put me on the court.
Talk more about that, because you were told on a plane, they woke you up from being on the plane, right? And you were told you had made the roster of the world champions Golden State Warriors.
It was crazy. Like you said, I was asleep, and one of the guys came and woke me up and told me that Coach Kerr wanted to talk to me. And, at that moment, I mean, I already knew what it was, but you never know like what the outcome of competing for a spot. You never know what the outcome of that's going to be until you actually hear it. And we sat down, and he talked to me a little bit. Then he capped it off, by telling me that they had an open roster spot, and that I was going to get it. And I mean, my facial expressions might not have showed it, but
that's what I heard.
On the inside, on the inside, I was ecstatic. Like I said, just knowing where I was at and where I'm at now is like it's mind blowing.
And that journey from Luxembourg to Mexico to here, walk us through that a little bit.
I mean, it's been a long journey. I mean, over a few years, but yeah, Luxembourg, it was a nice country, but the basketball aspect of it, it isn't nearly as intense as the NBA or even the G League. But yeah, I was in a situation where I was the only American on the team. A lot of guys had day jobs. A lot of practices we weren't able to play 5-on-5 because guys either were too tired from work, or guys had to work, or didn't have a good year like in the wins and the loss category. But I took it as an experience, and I learned a lot from it. Learned a lot about myself, just as a person in general, and as a basketball player. Was put in some situations that I had to adjust to. I had to be a leader for that team, and that was something I wasn't used to. But yeah, I learned from all those things in Luxembourg, and some things I still apply today.
Were you ever intimidated? I mean, you could never tell that the way that you're playing, but were you ever intimidated, being in with this team and the world champions?
I mean, I wouldn't say intimidated. For me, I was just excited. I've been watching a lot of these guys for years, like, and watching a lot of highlights on them, and just watching game after game, and for me to be here with these guys now, it's a blessing. Like I said, I've been watching them for so long, and just to be here with them, and being able to learn from them, and those guys trusting in me, and encouraging me to do what I do, and like I said, it's just a blessing for me.
Any adjustments that you had to make in your game at all, Alfonso?
Not really. I think in this organization, it's just mainly me coming in, just trying to see where I fit in at. We got a lot of great guys, like from the veterans down to the young guys. And, a lot of these guys been around, been in this organization, for some time. And, me being a new guy, I just wanted to come in and just, see where I fit in and, figure out the things that I can do on both ends of the court to help.
Now, you become a fan favorite. The fans just love you. And we kind of want to get to know you off the court. Is there any Bay Area spots that you like to hang out, or maybe a favorite restaurant?
Yeah, I'm a food guy.
Oh, you are? Okay, so give it to us.
I'm kind of like a foodie, so. One of my favorite spots, I like seafood a lot. I like rocking crawfish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a crab leg crawfish eating guy. And,
so you've been to Fisherman's Wharf yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. Actually, I've been to San Fran and I ate on the pier.
Okay.
Pier 39.
Okay.
I like to go to this spot called Kincaid's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite spots. Then on the soul food side, I go to Southern Cafe a lot.
And that's all here in Oakland?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So those are your 2 spots where you can find Alfonzo. Okay.
Yeah.
How about, has anyone here on the roster, have they kind of taken you under their wing, or someone you've kind of bonded with so far?
I mean, it's crazy. Like, these guys, they elite players, and, for me to be a new guy, I wouldn't say they took me under their wing, but like a lot of guys, they just talk to me, man.
Mm-hmm. Who in particular?
I mean, it's great. Everybody,
Everyone,
like from the vets down to the young guys, like everybody tries to take care of everybody and, try to, welcome everybody. Everybody's welcomed me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I talk to, Draymond talks to me some, KD stuff.
They give you some wisdom.
Jonas, yeah, they really just encourage me to, to play hard and, just keep doing what I'm doing and, try to do more. And like I said, it's a blessing just for that. Just knowing the G League dropped a picture yesterday on Instagram, and it had the picture of me with my Luxembourg team and me with the Warriors now. And, I looked at that picture and, I mean, it shows the journey, it shows. I mean, you look at the picture at the top and you look at the picture at the bottom, it's night and day. And man, it's crazy.
And that journey had you stop in Chicago, home, and you got to buy your mom a house. How special was that entire moment, that day?
Man, that moment was special. It was real special, just in the sense of, my mom, we grew up on the west side of Chicago. Like, she's, been on the west side of Chicago her whole life, basically. And, she always wanted that house, outside of Chicago a little bit, something that she can call her own.
Yeah.
And, for me to be able to get that, it was a blessing because, when people ask players, when you get a lot of money, what you gonna do? My response was always like, I'm gonna buy my family a house. And, I was able to do that, and, it was one of the best moments of my life.
And for her, not only did you buy her a house, Alfonzo, you also told her, thank you for having me. Thank you for everything. Come on. What else does a mom want to Yeah, what else does a mom want to hear except that?
Nah, she was excited, and then, for her to come to the game, and, my whole family come to the game, and, for me to have that performance I had in Chicago, it was kind of like just the icing on the cake, to be honest. And, after the game, we all went out to eat, and, she was excited. My little brothers was excited. They all got to meet KD and Steph and those guys, take pictures with them, and, just be around that type of energy, it was exciting for me, and it was exciting for them as well.
Well, thank you for spending time with us, and keep killing it out there, okay? Thanks, Alfonzo.